Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome, Gary. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Okay.
Thank you.
We've got our question today. Let's pull it up. Gary, what evidence is needed in a personal injury case?
Yeah, and let me go back because it's been some weeks that we've been doing this. These are the most Googled questions about personal injury law.
Okay.
You know, so we're going down the top 500, okay?
Oh, okay. We'll be busy for the next year and a half, right?
Now, some of them will get a little obscure when we get to the 400s, but no, we'll cut it off at some point. But look, I'm happy to answer questions you all have. I just thought this was kind of interesting because people are, this is a national, this is me going on ChatGPT saying, what are the top, which, by the way, is going to change the world.
It is.
But, but anyway, so that's what we're dealing with here. So what was the question
Evidence.
again?
What evidence is needed in a personal injury case?
So evidence needed is to prove 4 things in a negligence case. You got to prove a duty, a breach of duty. We've talked about this a lot, that causes damage. So those are the things that the jury will be instructed that you have to prepare to prove. So duty, what is that? Well, that's a rule. What are the rules? Do I stay back far enough from the car? Do I clean up a mess right? If it's a fall case? I mean, what are my obligations? I'm proving as a plaintiff's lawyer what the other person's obligations were, and that they broke them. You know, that they did not follow those rules. And that's how simple this really is, okay? We all understand to live together we have to have rules so that we can coexist. And when someone fails to do what they really just makes sense to do, there's a consequence. You know, you have to be responsible for what you cause damage to other people. So the duty is important, the rules, the breach of that duty. So evidence like video, witnesses, those kind of things, those all come into play in proving, all right, now, so why do we care?
Yeah. Well,
And-
what is the most, I guess, the most hard or the hardest evidence to attain or obtain?
And that's the question. So why do we care? The evidence about damages. So, you know, if you have somebody, a drunk driver, running the wrong way, 45 miles over the speed limit and doesn't hit anybody, well, there was a duty and a breach of duty, but it didn't cause damage. And so the hardest, really, the case is about damage. And that comes from co-workers, that comes from doctors, that comes from studies and experts and people in your life and around your life who can talk about the impact that the bad acts caused and what was left behind, and that's what the compensation's for.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you, Gary. We'll see you on the next Legal Break.